in space, no one can hear you scream apart from Syr Vondam, Sunstar, Exemplar, as he massacres his whole crew just to get a bit stronger. Very interesting take on aristocrats because he wants everyone else to die, and when they die or exile, put a counter on him and you gain life, which is quite nifty. But then when Syr Vondam dies or is put into exile, when his power is 4 or greater, you can destroy something, which means it gets to blow something up on the way out, which is quite a unique aristocrats commander. Normally, aristocrats commanders want to do other triggers apart from die. You don't really want to die himself. You want everyone else to die, right? But this is very cool. It has a very nice Orzhov aristocrats package, as you can imagine. Basically, any card that sounds or looks like Blood Artist, wanting something to die, triggering, and then let something drain an opponent for 1. We've got a few cards from Edge of Eternities that I want to test out as well, apart from the Syr Vondam. We have the Cosmo Grand Zenith, which seems absolutely ludicrous. This coming down, and then you playing a second spell, gives you 3 bodies total. Now, that is a hell of a lot of bodies when you just think for 3 mana. This is definitely a very special card. Very Dune-esque in the artwork as well, which is just makes it even more cool. In addition to Zahir Groy's Pass, which lets you sacrifice something to surveil, we're also using the Umbral Collar Zealot. Now, it's not often that I talk about an uncommon, but the power level uncommons these days is absolutely wild, and the artwork, of course. But yeah, 2 mana 3/2 is already pretty good, but letting you just sack another creature to surveil 1 is just incredible. It's given vibes of the old, where is it, the Woe Strider, which this is kind of like the de facto fantastic sack outlet that you normally use. And this is still better in many ways because you can also cast from the graveyard, it gives you another body. But yeah, I just love how for 2 mana you've got another version, but Surveil is even better because you're going to put stuff into the graveyard. So just really good. And then just go nuts by just sacrificing all your stuff. And then another unusual one is Susurian Voidborn, which is interesting. It's got whenever this creature or another creature or artifact dies, target opponent loses 1, you gain 1. So it's like another Blood Artist effect. However, you can warp it in for 1 black. So if you're absolutely desperate to board wipe or something and you've got loads of creatures, you can just warp this in for 1 black. And then, you can just kill loads of creatures and get loads of triggers off. It's just really cool. I think warp's kind of a nice, nifty ability. And also, if you're desperate, you can warp it. It's on the battlefield, then you can sacrifice it to something like worthy cost to get rid of something. Or, you can sacrifice it to Corrupted Conviction to draw 2 cards. So all in all, I absolutely love Aristocrats decks. If you've been on the channel before, you know I do. White-black. There's just something very nifty about it. And I don't see people use it very often. I think it's a fairly high level kind of deck. The only aristocrat decks I normally find is stuff like Luris, just lets you play stuff out the graveyard, which is kind of like a simplistic version of this. This one's got a lot of hoops, going around in circles, making an opponent sacrifice things when you lose things, sacrifice things with Doom Foretold, then bring them back with Sun Titan, for instance. So it's really nice the loops you've got on this deck. But yeah, I can't wait to see how good the Cosmic Grand Zenith is in conjunction with Monastery Mentor as well, which is just, we already know how insane this card is. So join me in playing Syr Vondam Sunstar Exemplar, a really cool Edge of Eternities Aristocrats build. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and support the channel through Patreon. And yeah, get into the gameplay. I probably wouldn't normally keep this, but we do have a Dark Ritual. So we'll see how it goes. Just because I like to try and kill VV players where possible. They're going to mulligan. It's kind of funny because they've got the brand new sleeves for Edge, but I can guarantee they're probably not using that many, if any, from that new set. Reanimate. That's very good, but I'd rather have a kill spell because we currently only have the Meat Massacre, which is a bit frustrating. And okay, do we go for Zahir first? Let's go for Zahir. So we've got a protection spell and a kill spell. This is going to be hopefully quite useful. Three damage to any target. Okay, fair enough. Ooh, the Flowering of the White Tree. Let's get that out first. This is going to be nice because blue-red players like to target our creatures a lot. This is going to make it slightly more annoying for them. In fact, they just get to draw a random card. Alchemy is ridiculous. 2 mana, 3 damage, draw a card. And an ominous lockbox. Jeez. Okay, so what number will they choose? 2, I'm guessing? Oh, it's secret, isn't it? Okay, well. They didn't go for 2. What did they go for? Interesting. One? If they go for 1... because we have ward... yeah, that's annoying. I don't really want to give them the fragment reality. I'd rather play this just to test the waters. Or maybe the dark ritual, actually. Ragavan. Okay. Let's just do a hard cast Ragavan. Okay. Insatiable Avarice. Let's just draw 3. Did they choose 3? Maybe they did. Probably should have used the Dark Ritual for that, in fact. Okay, down to 18. One? So it's not 1, 2, or 3. Interesting. I think we just try and attack in as well. We want to get a little bit of damage in. We've got Ward, Vigilance, and Menace. So... okay, start your engines, goes up, but it doesn't really matter now because he's dead. We might be seeing him again later, not sure. Have they just gone greedy with the Ominous Lockbox? I think the rule of thumb with Ominous Lockboxes, just choose a value you know the opponent has, right? Hexproof and Haste is going to be very irritating. Opt, okay. I need them to just tap out, really. So I will use the Fragment, but I just need them to not have any mana open. So they've got 3, and whatever the discount is here. Well, I guess now is the window, otherwise we're not going to have one, are we? Do they have a counter spell? They have a Swan Song. Okay. It's pretty annoying. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We can actually kill VV if he attacks in. Jeez, okay. They kill the thing they gave us. Interesting. But now Syr Vondam gets bigger. And we can actually double block this if we really want to. And I will. I don't want them to have VV. And they only kill one of ours and we kill the VV. So that kind of works out in our favour, right? I think they definitely spunked all their cards away there. And we get to blow something up. Oh my goodness. Let's blow up the medallion. Let's make it difficult for them to cast things. Okay, so that's 4. What if we go meat hook X equals 1? Just so we can kill the Ragavan. Draw a card. Oh, and we got a cut down as well. This is going really well. Leave it back because it's only going to be 1 damage anyway, and then we'll play the Takeshi's Welcome. So we know for a fact now that this is definitely 4, right? Otherwise, they're ludicrous. Going for 5 or 6? Surveil 3, if you have no cards in your hand, then draw 3. What the hell? How have I never seen this? That's a pretty powerful. 4 mana to draw 3. Wow. Used to be 5 mana to do that. Right, we've got so many options here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we do this, we've got 2 mana up. Let's draw a card. Thoughtseize. We could use this. I think Thoughtseize is good. Try and get rid of like an extra turn spell. Cyclonic Rift. See ya. Although we had the Surge. So maybe it would have been better to get rid of this. We're going to draw loads of cards. And we're going to try and kill them because they didn't bother protecting the Vivi. Oh my god, you don't understand how satisfying that is to destroy a Vivi player, guys. This deck's got legs, honestly. Right, we've got a fantastic hand, just the mana's a bit crap, but the rest of the hand is, you know, once we get our 3rd mana, I think should be pretty good. Going up against the Commander Cloud, which is nice. This is the paper one, but is also in the game, which is nice. Start with the Shambling Vent, and next time we get Esper Sentinel and the Swords if we want to. Hopefully we draw into our 3rd land. Okay. Go for Syr Vondam. We'll go for the Sentinel in case they play non-creature spell. We want to just increase our odds of drawing cards, right? So if they play something here, there's a non-creature, we can draw a card potentially. And if we don't draw a 3rd land, we are going to be in a bit of trouble, I think. Arcane Signet. Perfect. So that gives us a card. Toxic Deluge is not what we need, though. And still no. Okay, this is concerning. What would we have played? Maybe Enduring Innocence to try and draw more cards? Not really sure. I assume they have some equipment they want to play out. A Braid on the Syr Vondam. Giving us a card. Interesting. Okay, so they're more scared of the Syr Vondam than the Esper Sentinel, which is interesting. I guess we just keep playing out Blood Artist effects then. Go for the weaker one first. This one only triggers on our creatures dying. Okay, nice. And we want more lands, please. The next turn they could just go for Cloud, or they might give us a 6-drop. Either way, it's pretty strong, but we do have the Swords to Plowshare, so I'm not immediately panicking here. Tyler's Provisioner. And a Cultivate, which gives us another card. And now we have the Flare of Malice, which I will definitely do to get rid of this weird PNG. I don't want them to have a Tyler's Provisioner because it's just really too powerful. And also, if they had that out still and Cloud, we couldn't have made them sacrifice the thing we wanted anyway. So we might as well start early with the sacrificing. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, surely the black market will give us a land, right? One would suspect. I feel like their hand is not that good. They've given us, what, two or three cards now? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they could play Cloud and, like, an equipment, perhaps. And he joins up. That kills the Esper Sentinel. Okay, well, it's given us some cards, so I can't really complain. I think we will go all 3 modes just for the first hit. Liliana's great. To be honest, we've actually got some fantastic... We've just got so many more cards than they have. We can't complain at all. Got the Swords versus the Cloud. I know they're going to get 2 triggers if they come in. Triggered ability of Legends, trigger an additional time. Shadow Spear, which means the Cloud will come in and auto-equip on 2 things if they had 2 equipments, but looks like they only have 1 so far. Let's just crack this in response. Get ourselves a... I think we will get a shock land because we've got the Invoke Despair. We want to be able to have the black mana up as much as possible, please. Wait for the trigger to apply. And then try to exile him. If they have protection, they can make him indestructible, but that's not going to matter. There's no hexproof on this one. There is another land that gives hexproof. Okay, so that's nice that we got rid of that. Does he have trample? No trample, but the Shadow Spear does give it, so... Oh my goodness, and that was enough. Just one hit, but, you know, we had so many cards in our hand, it was just kind of inevitable, I suppose, especially given that we have a Liliana coming up. Toxic Deluge. I mean, they can't see this stuff, but it is sheer power. Okay, very hard to refuse this hand. I think we're definitely going to go for the Sephiroth turn 1. I know there's nothing to eat, but, you know, Sephiroth turn 1 is still pretty decent as long as we can keep it up. Is it worth it playing Syr Vondam next turn? Probably, but not to be eaten. Let's be friendly here. I think it's much better that the fact we have 5 power on turn 2, and we also have the Rite of Oblivion, which requires a sacrifice. Swords to Plowshares, that's pretty good. Slows them down, gets rid of the Graveyard Shenanigans, gets rid of the 4 toughness. Let's just peek in the hand as well, see what we're dealing with here. Uro, Sprawl. I think we'll get rid of the Uro there. And do we want to eat him now just to draw a card? No, we need something else. Down to 18. And I know deleting the Uro was a weird choice, but they don't have any cards in the graveyard, so it's going to be a while till we see this again, hopefully. They do have the Utopia Sprawl, or they can go for the Helga. Sprawl. And the reason I didn't eat the Syr Vondam here is because the Rite of Oblivion is going to be useful to exile the Helga. Take to the command zone. Okay. Annoyingly, they will have the Vorinclex next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so... I'm not really sure how I feel about this. We had such a great start, but they've just got so much going on. Ramping. Leading into the Titan as well. Oh, no. That's going to be irritating. Well, let's Sign in Blood. Hopefully we get some more removal, please. And we did, actually. That was incredibly lucky. And Sephiroth here just proving how strong he is, even by himself, without any sacrifices. We do need to keep this luck up, though. Because they are going to come back with the wrath. Titan as well. Just so much stuff going on here. How useful is this exactly? Is it worth doing this? Do we just wait? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we just go for the Syr Vondam now. And then we just be patient. Because we've got the Mutant Massacre, right? Oh no, Great Henge. Just when we needed their life to stay low. That's going to be incredibly annoying to get through all this now. Yeah. It's crazy. Sometimes turn on Sephiroth looks good, but if the opponent draws into Great Henge and all this other stuff, very, very difficult. It's a real shame. We can't get through everything. Oh, yikes. I think we have to get rid of the Great Henge. That life gain is far too strong. And then pass to them whenever another creature dies. God, if they just played loads of small weenie guys, that'd be so great right now. Born Mammoth. Oh dear. So everything on their side just randomly gains life. So this is definitely our weakness. A deck that just randomly gains life and randomly draws everything they need. Oh boy. Yeah, backfired completely. And the Goreclaw. How are they destroying everything? Oh boy. I think we're just dead, aren't we? Because the max we can do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The max we can get rid of is 5 toughness, which is just not going to be enough. And then next turn they attack. Who did this? Gain 2 black. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 still. Yeah, we have to spend 1 mana to get 2 back, so it's the same. Yeah, that's a real shame. They just apparently drew into literally everything they needed. So, yeah, we've definitely died for that one. Fair enough. Loads of big, massive, mammothy boys. So this is proper strange, but the game keeps giving me Dark Ritual, and I don't know why. Why does it keep doing that, guys? Very strange. So I could go for Dark Ritual turn 1 and then just draw 3 cards. And then would be... But I think that just seems a bit silly to me. But the choice was there, just so you know. And also, this is probably better to search for like something really good. Facing Progenitus, this is just an illusion. It looks fun, but it's not. It's just going to be 5-color good stuff. I can say this because I recently faced one. And it's not what you think it is. It ain't fun. The good news is here, guys, we now have an answer for Progenitus. Well, actually, we have another answer. Because the Invoke Despair also hits it as well. But the issue will be everything else in the way. It's funny how the Progenitus, which is something that you would probably consider scary, is probably the least scariest thing in their deck. They've not played anything, which is very strange. But it could just suggest they have a very high curve or just board wipes. But we do have Reanimate. Bloody hell. So they did have a board wipe. Okay, we'll save the Reanimate for something better. We get some Drain. Son of a gun. I bet they're pretty happy about that, but, you know. We have more where that came from. People use this. 1 plus the number of basic types. So if you have 5 basic types, this is -6 for 4. So at the very bare minimum, this is just going to be -1. Okay, so they got pretty lucky there, because the toughnesses were very low. So let's go for the full whack here. Search for something, put it into our hand. We've got 1 spare. Well, what do we want to search for? Sun Titan would be good. I think I should just be modest, really. And go for, like, a land, because I don't want to miss. Wow, that is a terrible set of cards we just got there. Yeah, and once again, we'll save Reanimate. It's my cat making weird noises again, man. Stop it. That was a pretty terrible draw 3. 2 lands and an Arcane Signet. Oh my god. They're playing Sun Titan as well. That is interesting. Well, if we kill their Sun Titan, we can revive it. So, I guess we do that. Yeah, because any graveyard. Okay, well, they actually made our Reanimate better, I guess. Still think we should use Invoke Despair because it's the most expensive and save the Day of Judgment, I suppose. But then that does mean the Day of Judgment hurts us more. But, you know, let's just do it anyway because it's 4 black. Okay. Ooh, okay. So we're going to make their Sun Titan, and we've got Selfless Savior to try and protect him as well. And we'll get back the Vengeful Blood Witch. Nice. Okay. So if they have another board wipe, we could potentially save the Sun Titan by sacrificing the dog. I love how the flavor is a tiny dog runs up to a gigantic... Oh, and it's emergent. You know what? I swear I've played this guy before, Maximizer. I'm pretty sure I have. And I'm pretty sure they did the exact same thing in the last game. So... Oh my god. Well, say goodbye to Farewell. I'll have my own field at least. But they can play anything from their hand for free. This is such a boring outcome as well. I'm sorry about this, guys. Happens almost every single time. The fact that I've faced this guy before as well is kind of crazy. Wrath of God. Protect the Titan. It's kind of cool because the Titan can bring back the dog. Anything else in the hand? Mirage Wake. Well, mana doesn't even matter anymore. That's the joke. I'll tell you what we can do. I was going to say, actually, let me just have a quick look at something. How much is this? 4. Yeah, I was going to say we could have attacked this. Okay, fine. So what we'll do is we'll surveil, because if the Sun Titan puts something in the graveyard... No, okay. Fair enough. Let's just see what we can get here. Vengeful is probably better here, because if they kill our team, they could maybe die. Sack another creature, surveil one. God damn it. It's a shame, because I would have loved to have gotten the... If we had max speed, we would have got a zombie, which means we would have won the game. That's annoying. But at the very least, the Syr Vondam, we can make him maybe die and then kill something on the way out. But yeah, I love the fact that Omniscience and Mirage Wake are kind of just... They don't do anything in combination with each other there. Finding the Old Gods. I assume they go for the Sun Titan here. They do. So we might as well sack it with Zahir. Get a couple triggers. So they need another board wipe. Damnation ain't going to cut it. Down to 4. Bloody hell. I hate how they can just play stuff off the top in addition to play stuff free from the hand. Progenitus and Suck My Actual Balls. You're an absolute knobhead for using Emergent Ultimatum in a format that everyone else is just doing the same thing. So boring, man. Come on. Stop playing this spell. You don't need to.